Another 5-minute mystery. See if you can solve the case before the end of the program.
Whoa, Alice. One more block and you'll behold the Brooks' household.
2 whole years, Jim. It just doesn't seem possible. It's been so long. You and Dorothy are married with a place of your own.
It's true, all right. Only too bad you haven't taken advantage of the old Brooks hospitality sooner.
Well, I'm here now, and I intend on having a perfectly wonderful time.
Now, here we are.
Oh, what a charming place this is.
Darling, it's Jim. Here's Alice.
Jim! Look!
What? Where?
There, on the living room floor. It's Dorothy, dead.
Mr. Brooks, I'm afraid you and Miss Manning will have to submit to some routine questions.
I'll be happy to help in any way I can, Inspector.
Thank you, Miss Manning. Now, Mr. Brooks, while we're waiting for some information I phoned for, I want you to tell me what exactly happened this morning.
There's nothing much to tell. Both my wife and I were quite excited, expecting Alice, that is, Miss Manning here, to visit us from Chicago. I was to wait until she called me at the office.
And you were there all morning?
Yes, until Miss Manning's train arrived, and we came out here.
I had written Mrs. Brooks to tell her that I would call Jim at the office as soon as I arrived. The train was an hour late. Maybe if it had been here earlier, it may have prevented this.
Well, that remains to be seen. Apparently, Mrs. Brooks was sitting here on this chair putting red polish on her fingernails when she was shot from behind. The polish has spilled all over the carpet, and she is still holding the tiny brush in her hand. She must have recognized her attacker, and since she did not die instantly, she printed these 3 initials here on the floor with the polish. D-O-C.
D-O-C. I wish we could tell who those initials were trying to reveal.
You sure you don't know anyone whose name would fit that?
Positive. I can't.
Oh, no.
Yes, Miss Manning? Can you think of somebody with those initials?
Well, D-O-C spells dog, and that's Mr. Brooks's nickname.
Why? It can't be.
Yes, Mr. Brooks?
I haven't been called dog in over 2 years. It was my nickname I picked up in school. It was a nickname I picked up in my school. My wife didn't like the name, so she never used it. No one in New York even knows me by Doc. You've got to believe me, Inspector. It's the truth.
Well, that we will see. Just a minute. Hello? Yes, Grady. Yes. I see. Well, it's set up anyway. Thanks. Well, you both will be happy to know our little murder is solved.
Oh, so it wasn't Doc after all?
No, Miss Manning, it wasn't Doc. I'm arresting you, Miss Manning, for the murder of Miss Dorothy Brooks.
Why did the inspector arrest Miss Manning for the murder of Miss Brooks? In a moment, we'll hear. But first, this.
Do you have trouble falling asleep at night? If so, you may need our melatonin pills.
They work 10 times harder than the leading brands of melatonin.
Take Malapills now.
Only found on the black market.
Make sure you buy at least 10 packages. They might last you even a week.
Or, if you're lucky, a day. And now, back to our story. How dare you arrest me? I was still on the train.
Your train wasn't late, Miss Manning. That phone call just verified the fact. You came out here, murdered Mrs. Brooks, returned to the station, and then called Mr. Brooks to pick you up. That wasn't what really gave you away, though, Miss Manning. Too bad you didn't know Mr. Brooks was no longer called Doc when you printed those letters on the carpet. The next time you leave the name as a clue to throw suspicion, you better get the name right. But of course, there won't be a next time, will there, Miss Manning?
Join us again next time for a chance to solve another 5-minute mystery.